welcome back. So in the last video I did, I was talking about being able to update the API, and I think I said at that point in time we're just dealing with a very simple HTML file, and for the most part that's all you need for this project. But I'm going to introduce a little bit of JavaScript here, and then I will explain how to go through things. Feel free to add any comments or just ask anything you don't understand in the comment section. Okay, so we have this plain HTML file, right? This is just more of a structure. It's called an LED JSON structure. It's just more of a little structure for the HTML file, but it's nothing simple. As you can see, all it has is that object notation. So it's a kind of a template notation that we'll use: name, album name, music name, artist name, release date, that type of stuff. Okay, so let's go to the JavaScript file. I'll start here. Yes, I'll start here. So the way you go about updating an API is very simple. You need a programming language for the most part. Okay, so typically an API, an application programming interface, would have, it would have a key, right? And without that key, you cannot access the API. Okay? So what you want to have is, you want to have a file like this that has a .env title, right? And that file would contain any keys you might need, right? So if you're signed up to GitHub, for example, you would need a key for this, and I can show you how to generate a new key. It's very straightforward, but the point here is I just want to focus on updating an API. Okay, so as long as you can get the GitHub token, your username would depend on whatever your username is on that API. Say if it's Austin, like this is mine, right? And then the repo name, right, which could be HTML project or whatever yours is, right? Let's say it's this. Okay, so as long as you have this set up in the .env file, we can then go into the JavaScript. Okay, so for the most part, this would call out your environment variables, right? And once it calls that in, you need to have a way whereby you can use the same name, just a naming convention that kind of makes sense to you. Okay, so this is GraphQL. I probably mentioned this in the last video that I don't want to talk too much about GraphQL because you can read about it, but for the most part, GraphQL would allow you to it's a structure to communicate to the API. Okay, so you're going to be making a post request to the API. I'll just wrap this up, and then in the next video I'll show you what this looks like, what the outcome of this looks like. But essentially you're making a post HTTP request.